Hello, everyone. I wanted to just do a quick video on the first assignments for this course. So if we come to our homepage here, click on modules, you will see that there is this introductory module, things I've asked you to look at, videos I've made. And you'll see that there's assignment 1, the greatest hits. That is explained by, first of all, looking at this document here, which with my tongue in my cheek, I have called the greatest hits of Western social thought. Okay, a little fun. What you see is as I say in the video, I've set out some very, very striking and famous quotes from almost everything that we've read. Take a look at it. I mean, some of them will be familiar to, some of them won't. Then there's a video in which I discuss these quotes and why I chose them and how they relate to the course. So after you've looked at this document and looked at this video, you'll see that there's an assignment. The assignment is a discussion board assignment. If I can open it. Right, that needs to be finished by the 24th, but it's open now and will be open for the week. So you can do it whenever you like. So, just read this after reading over the quoted excerpts from our readings, greatest hits, and watching the accompanying video. Which quote do you find most interesting and why? So you just have to choose, what struck you? What did you find most interesting? For whatever reason, it doesn't have to be you agreed with it. It could be that you disagreed with it, but you found it most striking. And just say why. This is just a paragraph, or it can be as long as you want, but it should be something substantive. This is why I chose this. This is why I think it's most interesting. So just do that and post a thoughtful response to at least one other student's post. So do this sometime this week. You don't have to do it right now. You can wait, but do it before the end of the week so that we can get some kind of discussion going. And that always goes for discussion boards. So that's the assignment 1. It's unique. It's just this introductory thing where we get our thoughts started. We start to share our ideas about the things that we've read. And this is just a sort of an introductory assignment. So it is a discussion board assignment. So you want to post one substantive thought of your own in response to this question, and then a reply to someone else, at least one other person. So that's the first thing you really should take a look at. Again, this is a discussion board that's open till the 24th, so you have some time this week to do it. The other thing you should be doing, and this is more pressing because it's due earlier, is to take a look at the first reading 1 from Aristotle's Politics. So if you just scroll down to the Aristotle module in our Canvas site, you'll see that there's reading 1, and there are videos for reading 1. And then there are review questions. If you take a look at the review questions, you'll see that they're due on January 20th, giving you some time to do the reading, take a look at the questions. So review questions are not graded. What you need to do is answer every question. You can answer it briefly, but you can answer it in whatever length you want. Just answer the question. They are basically reading knowledge questions, but they always end with this: what quote do you think best exemplifies the most important idea in this reading? And that's the question. That's the question that accompanies every set of study questions, where you give a quote from the reading which you think in some way or another best exemplifies what you take to be the main thrust of the reading. So that's due on January 20th, which is Wednesday of this week. So that's a little more pressing than the assignment 1, but you should get into reading Aristotle, answering the questions. There's of course also an Aristotle discussion board, just as with every author, every major document that we read, in this case Aristotle's Politics. there is an individual discussion board. We have an Aristotle discussion board. You can begin to weigh in on that whenever you like. There are no rules in terms of the discussion board. You just have to post some substantive, thoughtful response to the reading. It doesn't have to be after you've read every one of the readings. It can be just as, response to the first reading or the second reading. It doesn't matter. I would like it if you didn't wait till the very end, because of course we're trying to get some conversation going here where you post your thoughts, you post your response to somebody else's thoughts. You get some kind of back and forth going. So we'll work on that as we go along. But so that's what you should be concentrating on now. You've got assignment 1, which is in the introductory module. You start doing the review questions. The due dates are right there under the questions. And keep in mind that there is a discussion board that is there for Aristotle. There'll be another one for Dante once we start reading Dante on the 27th. You'll see that there's a... So just make sure you are aware of just look and see what the closing date is for the discussion board, because once that date passes, the discussion board will not be available for you. I'll send out an announcement about this, but as far as makeup work or late work, my policy is that if you miss a review question assignment, you can turn it in late, but it doesn't matter how late it is, it'll always get you half credit. I will accept late essays with some sort of penalty as well. The only thing you cannot turn in late for this course is the discussion board posts, because those are meant to be done as we're reading it, get some kind of conversation going, and it totally makes no sense to do them late. So it's the only thing you can't turn late. So again, that's what you should be starting with now. Thinking about doing this assignment here, Greatest Hits of Western Social Thought. Get started with reading Aristotle. Got study questions due every few days, and keep in mind you've got a discussion board for Aristotle as well. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me through my email, d2e@temple.edu. Don't contact me through the Canvas site. I don't check that very often. I check my email very often. So, or call me at my cell phone number, which is on the syllabus and the teacher contact information.